Man, let me get that from me. What's good, everyone? What's good? So yeah, that cold I was talking about. Yeah, that shit got worse. So I'm good. I'm not like really bad, but like I'm kind of pissed the fuck. I'm pissed the fuck off right now because I shouldn't be sick right now. Like I really got to go back to the drawing board. I know why it is. It's not like because like every problem, every single problem in my life, I know exactly what it is. Like my problem has been me actually doing this shit. More so than actually not knowing what the problem is. Like that's why when I see people who have problems in their life but they don't know what to do, I look at them like fucking retarded once they're past a certain age. So like I already know. So I'm not really tripping. Like so I have to go back to the blueprint. I'm about to just do my fast a little bit more. Like I was kind of slacking on my shit. And that's what, because there's no reason I should be sick like this. It's fucking ridiculous. Because I like last year I didn't get sick, and I knew what I was doing. I was doing a lot more shit. So yeah, and I wasn't even. We'll save that for later. But yeah, I'm just gonna do a join in. If anybody wants to join, my voice might sound a little fucked up, but whatever. Yeah. And I went to go get some herbal remedy shit. Like you can't get nothing from the store that's herbal that's gonna actually work. So like, cause one thing I realized, you know how like they tell you like valerian root or um this garlic extract or all these type of herbs, echinacea, they'll tell you, oh, these herbs they help heal the body. But then when you go into like your local fucking grocery store and you buy the tea, let's just say it says echinacea. Echinacea is known for healing the blood and helping the immune system and getting rid of infections and shit. But when you go to drink the tea from the store, it doesn't give you that infection cleansing. Is because when they create these herbs, like any herb or tea or anything that's sold in a regular store you can go to, in order for it to be sold in that store, it can't work 100%. Because if it worked 100%, then there'll be no use for a doctor. So this is why they get people thinking that herbs are weak. This is why they'll be like, oh, I don't like. You'll see somebody like, oh, I need some medicine. He'll be like, take these herbs. And somebody like, well, the herbs, I need something stronger. The herbs aren't that strong. It's like, no, bitch, the herbs are actually strong, idiot. This is why when I showed you guys the teeth foam, if anybody use that teeth foam when you spray it in your mouth, you feel your teeth get harder. It's strong. You see what I'm saying? It's strong. Like when you spray that shit. But let's just say you do coconut pulling, which is what the dentist advise you, which is probably the most naturalist thing the dentist will advise people to do with coconut pulling. When you do coconut pulling, that shit doesn't do shit. You don't feel shit on your teeth. Um, you're not clean. If anything, it's just a fucking. You just it's like a shitty ass toothpaste. It's not cleansing nothing. It's just polishing it. So this is why they sell coconut oil in the store. When you drink coconut oil, it doesn't help you. They'll say, oh, coconut oil, it cures diseases and all that. That's a certain type of coconut oil. Like the shit they have in the store, they tweak it, they fuck with it, and it doesn't work the same. Because like, for example, like right now, I'm sick right now a little bit, and I went to go get some natural herbal shit from the regular store. And none of this shit works. Like it will give you relief, or it make like the symptoms go down, but it doesn't like actually purify and cleanse it. Usually you have to go on the internet or make your own concoction or really know what you're doing to really get to that. That's why they have those herbal remedies with the little thing and they stir, because they're stirring an herbal remedy to make it potent. The shit they sell in the stores because it says echinacea. This is what I have. The cheap ass. You go to the Dollar Tree, they got cheap ass supplements. Like what the fuck? A Dollar Tree like supplements here? That shit's just fucking powder. All that shit is just sold to make money. It's not sold to fucking to actually help people. It's just sold for broke ass people who don't have no damn money and they want to take a supplement so they can think they're healthy after they ate a fucking Big Mac. Oh, I'm gonna take a supplement, be healthy. Like then they'll buy that shit and then they just get money from them. Ain't nobody fucking really, anybody who's really healthy and shit isn't buying that shit from the Dollar Tree. They're going to the fucking store. They're going to um on the internet, like a reputable online store that sells top notch premium shit. That's gonna work. And most of those people, they can't sell their shit at Walmart, even if it sells good. Like the tooth shit I have, that product sells way better than majority of products in Walmart. There's many products in Walmart that I've seen over the years and left. There's many products in stores I've seen and go, and they get rid of them because nobody buys them. But then you have products that actually work. These bitch ass niggas don't even put in the store. The reason they don't put in the fucking store is because it actually works. And then it'll fuck up the dentist industry because there's Masons and faggot Jews that are in all these industries, including dentistry. So That's an industry, dentist. So anything that's gonna help when it comes to health or healing, they're not gonna do that. They may use herbs and healing for their families or for themselves, but they don't want the people to use it because no one's gonna go back. Like I had a whole bunch of teeth issues. I calculated the cost of all my issues if they were gonna get fixed with insurance, and it would have been well over 10 grand. I didn't spend shit. Not to mention other people I told they would have had the same problem as me, and they've healed. Cumulatively, I've saved people, including myself, like probably over 100 grand. So that's 100 grand that isn't going to the doctors and shit. So that's what I'm saying. Because all you gotta do is take care of your health, fast, heal, and all that shit. In reality, taking care of your health has really nothing to do with any of that. Taking care of your health is really you just being yourself. So when you fast, you cleanse, you do all that, that's just you just being yourself, doing what you're supposed to be doing. Anytime, because you could be fasting and cleansing, and then you out here raping, killing, and running up fucking bunch of negative shit. You're gonna still experience a negative moment. You may even have a sickness or some shit, or because it has nothing to really do with that. Like health is all like subject, like because this reality, you don't have 100% free will and control. So you always got to keep that taking care of our health and our body. That you can eat healthy, and sometimes people say, "Oh, I got sick," and vice versa. But at the same time, don't sit there and think that, "Oh, I'm just gonna eat unhealthy," on me, because there is still laws and shit that you still gotta abide by. You can't just, you see what I'm saying? Because there are people. Don't forget the number one death in America. That's what they say is health or heart disease. That's the number one. So you got to always keep that shit in mind. Because I'm not gonna speak about fear and stuff because we have solutions here. But just know that we want to be cleansing the body on a regular basis. Because you see, I have this sick, like I'm sick. I have this in my nose. This is a result of me not cleansing efficiently. And then people say it's normal to be sick, and they're right. It is normal to be sick. It's not normal. Also, it's also normal to fucking be able to only buy shoes at fucking Walmart because they're $14. But at the same time, there's people who buy designer for like $1,600. So which one do you want to be, motherfucker? Do you want to be regular? Or do you want to be an exception and somebody of mastery? That's what you got to think. Don't think, oh, it's regular. Everybody gets sick. No, not everyone gets sick. Breatharians don't get sick. Oh, everybody needs to eat. No, breatharian. You see, I'm not just lying. You see breatharians in the world. So the fact that you see breatharians in the world, bitch, anybody bring, oh, we need to eat. We need to eat. No, bitch, you need to eat. And you do need to eat. No, I'm not saying people don't and shit, but people do, but don't speak for me. I don't need shit. I don't need whatever the fuck you say. Don't project your shit onto me. And even if you want to, because you can't help it, nigga, that's just a reflection of you. And even if it comes down to it, why the fuck do you even give a fuck what another person can and can't do, or what they should and shouldn't do, other than yourself? If it gets that deep. But yeah, I went to these fucking stores. Like, that's why I didn't they waste money. Like, the only thing you can get that's strong, like, you don't have like these Mucinex and Dayquil, and that shit works, but it's at the expense of all this other shit. So, because I don't think these people who make this medicine, I don't think they're that stupid. Because when you look at the medicine and how they make it, it almost seems like, maybe I'm wrong, but it almost seems like they know what they're doing, but they're just deliberately choosing to make a shitty pharmaceutical medicine and say it's healthy. I'm sure these people aren't dumb. They know how to take, because all pharmaceuticals come from nature. That's all, even opioids from the poppy plant, whatever. They all come from nature. All these antidepressants come from nature. It's just they tweak it in a certain way where it damages the body and they don't let it work for the body. That's the only fucking difference. Other than that, it's all the same shit. This is why I tell you niggas, like, when you go into a store and they say echinacea tea, they sell it in the store. Echinacea is supposed to cleanse the blood and help. And you'll see people like Yaki Awaken and all these herbal people talk about, oh, if you take dandelion root, if you take this, if you take that, it'll cleanse this, it'll heal that. But why, when you go to the store and you take it, it doesn't heal and cleanse it? Because that shit ain't the shit. When you make the ingredient, you got to make it in a certain way so the body can take it, depending on what region of the body. If you want it to go to the eyes, and you have to develop the herbal mixture and shit for it to go to the eyes, and how potent, and it's deeper than just you just taking some dandelion. Like, that's why I have a lot of this shit out here and it doesn't fucking work. And then any type of herb you get from another country, they'll ban it. You can't bring it here because that's the shit that actually works when you get it straight from the source. They tweak it, fuck with it deliberately, so it doesn't, because they can't make it too strong. It's with anything. They can't make medicine too strong. They can't make it too easy to make money. Even when it comes to like trading and cryptocurrency and shit, they banned a lot of the fucking exchanges in the US. You can't even trade. Like I had a trading account. They said I got to move my funds out because I'm in the US, because they let US people do it. But what happened was they switched the rules, and I wasn't on my VPN, and I logged in because I thought US people can do it. And then they because if I use my VPN, they wouldn't. So now I got to make another account under a VPN because they changed it up. Because I guess like too many people were making money. And it's not like I'm not just making this shit up. When you look at the like terms, like I seen it, it was in the terms of service. It was a part of it, or it was something. They said it wasn't a terms of service. It was something else, an email. And at the end of the email, they said this exchange has a right to shut down, or like the government or somebody has a right to shut down this exchange for all these type of reasons. And it's one of the reasons said fucking economic development reasons. So like if people making too much money and nobody's working like a shitty job from trading, if people got too good at trading, they'll shut that shit down. That's pretty much what it said. So the only reason you can make a lot of money trading, because not that many people know, but if you actually were to study, and a lot of people were like making like $10,000 a month just trading, too many people, they would shut it down and change the rules and make it. This is why when you go into the New York Stock Exchange, you need $25,000 to trade on the New York Stock Exchange. You can't, anything less, they won't let you trade. So it's a way that they can get people to not invest and make money. Because once you know how to read these charts good, you're guaranteed to make money. Because you'll see dumbass people say, "Oh, it's a gamble, you're gonna lose money." Yeah, you can lose money, but you also gonna make money. The way it's set up, and the way this is why you see a lot of people make money from it, is the way the shit set the fuck up. Is yeah, you're gonna lose $800 a day, but if I made fucking $3,900 a day, what the fuck is $800 a day? So if you have your shit set up where you're losing 800 a day, yeah, it sounds like a lot, but you're also making 30-some hundred. So yeah, because you'll see people say, "Oh, I lost 5,000," but they don't tell you that this nigga probably made like 50 grand that month. So you're losing a lot, but you're winning even bigger. And the times you lose, you already know you're gonna lose because it's like factored in. So I don't know how to get off topic and shit, but I forgot I can't talk too much about like anything that isn't like negative or um. because people lose their attention span and shit. But anyways, like I was saying about the health and shit. But yeah, anytime something happens, they always change it. So this is why like the health shit is like everyone like they don't have nothing. You can't if you have a problem, if you have a toothache, whatever, you can't just go up in the store and get something that's gonna heal you. You paying all this money just to get pretty much like a pain reliever or a numbing kit. That's all every medication is it's just numbing the pain. Because they don't. Anytime you have to work on health and take care of the body and the health, you have to actually develop time and energy into that into your health. You can't work a 9 to 5 and be healthy. You can, but it's extremely disciplined. A lot of you niggas, you can't do it. A lot of you niggas don't have it in you. The average person will get stressed out over like dumb shit. Like let's just say you were at work and you had a stressed out day and it was like crazy and there was a lot of people. You're gonna be waiting for that break. Oh, I can't wait to break. I can't wait to go home so I can chill. But then what are the odds? The average person now doesn't even have it within them to go through stress at work, and then when it goes to their lunch break, not eat anything for lunch and just sit there and wait, or just eat something healthy. And then when they get home, don't indulge in negative. Like nobody has, not that many, very few people have that drive. So you really can't think too highly of anyone in this reality when you're like looking at shit. And when it comes to health and shit, people don't have time to take care of their health. So this is why I want you working, so you don't have time to take care of your health. Once you are able to take care of you, because this is why all the solutions to get healthy and healed have to do with giving you a medication and numbing you. Because feasibly, it's not conducive for the system. I'm not saying it's not good. It's good, but it's not conducive for this system to have people heal the traditional holistic way, because it takes time, energy, and it's a spiritual process, and you got to focus your intention, and you can't be doing unnecessary shit. So if you're working a 9 to 5, you got to be at the job every fucking day and make ends meet at that stupid ass place, and you're sick, they're going to do the quickest thing to get you up and running. This is why they have amputation. Let's just take it out. Let's just give him an ectomy of his fucking tonsils and shit. Not healing, because to heal it, it'll take actually energy. But just to remove it, now you go back to your shitty ass job and keep making us rich. This is why the health system is fucked up. Like I heard somebody say something about like it was an example. Somebody said like the reason we need money. Fuck. Well, I forgot. I don't want to waste too much time. It wasn't important. But somebody says, "Shut facts." I watch these live stream shadows. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. All these, it's all bullshit. I don't even waste my time watching. I didn't even know they still make shows like that no more, like reality, like what they had, like Lost and Survivor and all that shit. Like all that, those like shows, reality shows. They had like one like everybody's in a fucking island and they call it Lost. I remember when I was like young, I seen that. I didn't see it, and I never watched the fucking show, but I always see commercials and dumbass posters and like movies, not movies, but like shit about it. That's what it reminded me of, some dumbass shit like that. That shit was probably fake though. That whole Lost series. Yeah, but like you can't get too mad like those people, like because you got to train yourself to be a breatharian. If you like need food after 2 days and you're not into this path, that's normal. I'm not gonna be like, oh, they're after 2 days and there ain't shit. And, like that's a normal human being. That's normal. Like they haven't trained their body, so I'm not gonna hate on them for like just for 2 days they just talked about food. Like if they didn't, I'll be surprised if they didn't. If anything, but yeah, most people are dumb though. But like I said, don't be careful when it comes to all these herbal. If you buy any herbal remedy, I wouldn't even suggest buying herbs. To be honest, I don't want to say disregard them. I would never say that. Don't disregard anything really. Utilize everything. Like me, I've used herbs. I use herbs to heal my teeth. I use herbs to do shit. I'm not saying it's bad, but don't be dependent on it. Don't think it's an end all be all. Always have in your mind that this herb is just getting me to a point where I don't need it, because everything we have in the body, we have vitamin D, we have all that shit in the body. Anytime they say, oh, you're lacking vitamin D, you're not lacking vitamin D, you're not lacking vitamin whatever or iron. Your body just isn't producing it because it's not, your body isn't working. It's like if a water faucet isn't shooting water, it's not like there's no water going through it. It's just you have to remove what's blocking it. So like your body produces enough. Anytime it's deficient, they'll say, "Oh, you need to add vitamin C," and then they make money off of it, and people will take it, and it works. But if you actually went to the root cause and remove and fix the vitamin D that was not working in the body, then it will flow. It will flow freely, and you won't even need vitamin D supplement. This is a beautiful question, bro. Said, but bro, my question: those extended fasts you do you feel like get it? When I do an extended fast, I don't feel better in life. There's nothing that makes me feel better than an extended fast. It's just to get there is a lot of work, but when I go like over 10 days plus, like the, 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 I feel like I'm unstoppable mentally. Like there's nothing I can't do. Like and even knowledge, like I just know shit. Like even like I remember I was on a high fast, I was just breaking down like problems and shit. Like I didn't not that no one taught me, like shit that somebody would have to teach you. I just know because my like I'm not saying this goes to everybody. It's just my mind, my spirit, and my mind. And I'm not saying I'm the only one. I'm sure a lot of you guys are too. But when your mind and spirit is in a high place, this nigga has the ass bare out, and these people just walk by. But let's see if I can show you that. That nigga right there. He's at his tent, going home to just chill and relax. But when you go on these heightened fasts for like over 10 plus days, I'm telling you, nigga, like you have a lot of clarity, you have a lot of knowledge, you have a lot of information, like everything, cause and it's not like you know this, it's like you already know it. You start realizing the fuck, I have this shit on my fucking nose. Damn. You start realizing shit. Yeah, fasting for a day is good, but the longer you fast, the more mental clarity you're going to get. Regardless, you're going to get a lot of mental clarity. You got to start remembering. One thing it is, you got to start feeling. You got to start having a nostalgic feelings, like about like times when you were like 3, 4, 5. You're gonna, not saying you're gonna remember those situations, but you're gonna have you're gonna when you remember something in your mind and you remember a past thought. It's the same, but it's with emotions. Like you remember certain emotions and feelings. Like you were like young and you were felt bliss and that free and you had that child-free care, you'll feel shit like that, and it will bring back times that you'll start to remember things you forgot. Or I remember when I was a kid, I did this because you felt that way, and therefore you have access to that, and you remember certain shit. So like that's like how you could tell, and then you're more clear-minded. You can dream a lot more. You can control the dream more. Pretty much you can like control the dream, however the fuck you want to control it. And you're just at a way more. It's way more pure state. Like you know how they got that saying "high off life." That's where they got that saying from, "high off life," because you can't actually get high off life. That's what they call prana and chi. It's like it's kind of like it's not. I don't want to say it's high off life. Like it's nothing good. Like I don't even like to say that because I don't want you guys thinking it's something you need to obtain or it's a high because it's like I don't want you guys at the end of that point it's no different than a crack addict. These are just tools that we use to better our life. It's not something that's like you have to do this or it's spiritual because none of this shit really is spiritual. Like prana chi, it's just it's like the I will say prana and chi is like the least physical of like the energies after thought. Like you have thought, and then from thought it starts manifesting, and then they have the bloodstream and shit. Prana, chi, that energy, it comes like after thought, but before the bloodstream and all that other like the liquids and the little things. The prana chi is like the second. It's like the second physical after thought. That's why I'll put chi in prana because it is physical. It's not all of this shit. It's happening in your body. All of this is it's all happening in the body while you're doing it. Nothing, you're not really pulling anything. Even if you were pulling, you have to have something in the body for it to actually work. Even if that was the case, which I don't think is not the case based on my experience. Like a chair can't fucking. That means the chair has Qigong energy in it and shit, and he's able to feel the effects just because he's existing within the energy. That wouldn't make sense. So, you have to have a mechanism to even like within the body for it to even work. If that was the case. But you have to work your way up. Don't think like maybe you can do it quick because I've known a few people that right off the bat they just do 10-day fast, 20-day. Those are rare though, but maybe you can. But usually most people got to work their way up. Like whatever you do in life, if you were to go on an extended fast, you're going to be at least 100 times greater at it. Because a lot of you, like inside 11, he's already a strong, powerful spirit. I can tell if he did it fast, he'll take his shit up to another level. Same with a lot of people I see on this fucking platform. If you guys would go do a long day and just stay disciplined and did it, you would take your knowledge and spiritual expertise to a whole nother level you can't even imagine. You'll be able to. It's a lot more, but you got to work your way up, and then it's about maintaining it and sustaining it. Because when you get up there, you're gonna want to go back down because you're gonna want to feel good physically. But then, like I said, you got to keep training the body so it can stay in that level. Because over time, you're not gonna desire a lot of these foods and things over time. A lot of the desires, it's like a drug addict. Like over time, they wean themselves off. They don't even want to do it no more. Because a lot of addiction and high comes from the trauma. Like the reason why some people can get so fucking high is because they were traumatized. So like just let's say like it created a certain aspect in their mind, that trauma, where it makes the drug feel different than if they didn't have that trauma. So like look at it like that. Like it's just all in the mind. Yeah, but I highly suggest everybody who wants to do it, or who everyone at least should try it out. It doesn't hurt. Well, I can't say it doesn't hurt. If you go fucking long fast, you could get hunger pangs. But like I said, like there's nothing. We just because you feel hungry, you feel because none of you niggas don't know what real pain is, what real hunger is. Like if your mouth isn't physically hurting, like the top of your jaw, if it's not in pain, you're not. That's that you're not at starvation. Usually, when you're at starvation, this is why some people they eat their children when they're in starvation because when you get to starvation, you start having certain like pains in the mouth, and you just want to this the feeling of just biting on something. You crave that, and then not to mention other things you wouldn't eat. Your body is in defense mechanism, so it's gonna make you at least like that nasty shit for the time being. So this is why you see people that eat their children. They may if you put a human being because humans are animals. So if you put humans in a room and you didn't give them food, this is why in prison they have to give people food. Whatever they give you food because not just people will die, but niggas will start going crazy and acting like animals and shit. So like I said, like this is why people like there was up in the mountains by Reno, the fucking we going to me and my family used to go to Reno years ago. There was a story like I guess some people got stranded in the mountains where they were walking and hiking and then they didn't have a way back because it's a big ass area. Like you guys, I don't know why the fuck you have GPS and hiking off track, but I guess they got lost in the fucking thing in the forest and they were eating the children. Like the parents ate like the kid and shit, and like it was hella like crazy. It just shows you like how like once you put a human being to that level, like humans ain't shit. Like when they tell you this is hell, like it's hell. Like it literally is hell. Like I'm telling you, nigga. Not hell as in like, oh, we gotta wake up, go to work and all this. It's hell. Even like you fucking even like you like let's just say I'm just chilling like this. And then like after a few minutes I move my hand like this. Like that's hell. Because I was uncomfortable doing this. So I moved into a comfortable position. That's the body is hell. That's part of what they mean when it's hell. Like little things, but then you be enjoying it. You may have me enjoying like, oh, I'm gonna create a device where it can hold my head up. And I don't have to do this then, but then at the end of the day, you get tired of using that. And it's like it's the same, you're just creating shit for hell. And you're making it good out of this hell. Like there's like yeah, it gets deep when they talk about that shit. Damn. And it's funny because like what I'm sick right now, kind of. You know when you're sick, you don't really want to eat. Even when I'm not sick, I don't even eat that much. And like now, I haven't even ate shit since last night. And even I had some like an apple, and I think I had like I fried like some chicken breast. Like I just put it in oil, like olive oil, season it with salt and shit, and like some like a Nigerian pepper, and just season that shit, and then I just ate that in an apple. I was good. It was organic shit, so and then I was good. And like I don't even feel like eating nothing else because I don't even taste shit and I don't have no urge to eat. So the good thing about it is like I probably go like another few days without eating shit. Because I even when I do when I'm not sick and shit, I don't even be eating that much. So now when I'm sick, it's like I don't even need to eat shit really. When I don't eat for a long time, yeah, you know, for finally sometimes I do. Yeah, exactly. See, I'm telling you, that's how you can tell when you're close to starvation. Me, I've never really experienced that before. Even especially like I came close to it on one of my longer fasts, but never like it was really hurting. But yeah, if you go on a long fast, if you feel like you gotta end it, end it. Don't try to extend it because you can always start again. As a matter of fact, I will advise doing 2-3 days and stop and do another 2-3 days and then do a routine. So like that, you're building your muscle. It's like a fasting muscle. Like everything has a muscle to it. And I'm gonna have to end this live because I'm at 4% right now. But everything has a muscle to it, including fasting. It has a muscle. So when I say muscle, I'm just saying it's muscle memory. Once you fast so many times every single day, you're gonna realize like it's easier. It's easier. And it's going to get to a point where physically it's easy, but then mentally it's harder. So now you got to get over the emotional and the mental. So maybe like, and a lot of you guys don't know you have it until you get to that stage. Like you may fucking have a TV show you like, or fucking you may see another individual talk about something that has nothing to do with food, but then you'll want to eat something because it has something like it's programs that you didn't know you had that you have, or it may be a certain time of day, and then you might want to eat, and you may tell yourself you're hungry, but it's like really you're not hungry, you're just stress eating. It's like an emotional addiction that you have to get rid of, like a psychological addiction that you got to get rid of regarding food and all that other shit. Like a lot of people that go to the movies, they want to eat popcorn. Or it's Friday night and somebody brought pizza over. Then they want to eat. Oh, it's Friday. I just got off work and there's pizza here. I didn't have to pay for it. Like shit like that. You got to get over because at that point your mind would trick you to think you're hungry. You see what I'm saying? Like so you don't want to do that. Damn. It's crazy because I be seeing niggas, man. Like last time I came, I've been living in this city since 2019, right? And well, no, last time I've been living in this city since last year. I lived in the city from 2019. I'll probably say to 2021. Then I had moved and I went, and you guys see me when I was in a house and I went to somewhere else. And it's fun. Like the same people I seen in 2019. Like this is why I tell you niggas, you're either getting better or you're getting worse. Because like while making this video, I've seen like 3-4 people I've seen like back in 2019 until right now. And you guys don't understand. Like when you see people that are like on drugs and they're spazzed out, or you see people that are depressed, miserable, or they're just really down bad, you got to always remember that these people didn't just get there overnight. It's a process. Like I seen most strung out drug addicts just scratching their ass butt naked in the street. And I seen these people in real life at one point. They were smart, intelligent, they were just speaking normal. So like, and over time, every year, every day, I see the degradation. So this is why I say you're only getting better, you're only getting worse. There's no in between. If you look at your situation from 3 years ago, it's gotten better, it's gotten worse. It's not just stayed the same. This is why you see a lot of people complaining more and more every year. So that's why I tell you niggas, like you don't want to be in that situation where like it's getting worse for you, because it can't go in between. Even if you think it's going in between, it's really getting worse. Because sometimes you be thinking, well, it's good, it's chill, but then you have a tower moment which just makes you realize that it wasn't. So you were going down not knowing you were going down. But it's like I see a lot of people like shit, man, I've seen years ago, they look like completely different people. I see some people and shit, they be like all stuck up and in their ego, and they think they all that, and then they on drugs the next minute talking to themselves, and I'm like, I see shit like that, and it's crazy. That's why I tell you guys, you gotta stick to your shit and don't let like society like influence you to like, which it's easier to do that. If you're very smart and intelligent, it's very easy. So you guys watch my video are very lucky, because it's not just about the information that I'm talking about. It's how I attack and how I analyze shit. So subconsciously, you guys are picking up on that. So when you go out in life, you're gonna know how to make the right decisions, and you won't even be in a situation. So like this is why I see like a lot of people, like shout out to Jay Vass and shit. But I'm gonna have to get in this live stream after this. But people be talking about, oh, people in Africa, they starve to death and shit happens, and people lose their job and this and that, and they'll be talking like it happened to them or they people, or it happened to them. Like it didn't happen to you, so why are you worried about it? If you keep showing that that's an ungrateful energy, talking about shit. I'm not saying don't help people, but actually go and provide a solution instead of just talking about it. If you're not going to provide a solution, just let it be. Acknowledge it and let it be. Because if you're just talking about it, it's like it makes you look like you're not grateful for your situation. You complain about people. Are you in Africa starving? No, you're not. So stop complaining about that shit. I'm not saying it's good and don't help those people. If you can't help and it's good and it's fucked up, but don't be acting like, oh, the world's fucked up because of this. Because a lot of niggas be talking about, oh, the world's fucked up because people have to work 2 jobs and this and that. Like, are you working 2 jobs and shit? You have shit met and meet. You're not like, so why are you complaining about that? And if you have a problem with that, then try to have a solution to fix those people situation, or maybe donate or do something to help them if you want to take it that route. But just acknowledging it, you don't want to do that shit, because that's a sign of ungratefulness, and you're not giving a fuck about, because you worry about, like, why are you stressing over shit and it ain't your problem? So if you stressing over shit that ain't your problem, imagine if that problem happened to you. You probably kill yourself. And I'm gonna end it like that, and I'm done. Peace.